A 20-year-old KFC worker with a $500,000 house. Let's have a look. Hello everyone, Florian.heise here, and welcome to another episode of HeiseSays. Grab your stein of coffee. I want to have a look at this article from news.com.au written by Alex Turner Cohen. Again, about an ex-KFC worker got a $500,000 house. And that's a pretty average house now in Australia for those watching overseas, guys. A former KFC worker has shared how he managed to score a 3-story Melbourne home despite being only 20 years old. Rashir Bernardo bought his first property when he was 19, 3 years working at a fast food chain, starting on as little as $14 an hour. I got rejected by 10 banks, the homeowner told news.com.au. It was annoying. I was going to give up until I found the best broker. He finally found a bank willing to give him a loan to cover the cost of a $280,000 block of land in Pakenham, Melbourne. In March last year, he put down a 10% deposit of $28,000 and used lender's mortgage insurance to cover the other 10% down payment required to secure the 678 square metre vacant lot. There was no way he could have predicted that he'd bought a property at the best time in 30 years, when 2021 skyrocketing real estate prices not seen since the mid-1980s housing boom. The property value jumped 25% in as many weeks, and the then teenager sold in September. He was 70 grand richer. This allowed him to buy his next property where he now lives. He got a job at his local KFC when he was 15 and quit when he was 18 after he scored a better role elsewhere. The uni student was studying a health certificate at RMIT and landed a job in the industry. He worked as a contractor and worked with a lot of aged care facilities and could make more than $3,000 weekly if he worked 55 hours. So there you go. That's how he's able to do it. He's young. He's got no expenses. He's earning bloody good money. Good on him. Good on him. This is an encouraging story. The job wasn't affected by any of Melbourne's many lockdowns as it was deemed essential. There you go. That's it. You want to get in the healthcare industry or aged care. I was working at KFC. I pretty much used savings from that and my new job to buy the block of land, he said. The young man acknowledged the fact he hadn't moved out of home made hitting his savings goals a lot easier. There's the other thing, guys. He didn't have any bills to pay and only spent $100 a week. The rest would all go towards his savings account. And this is how parents can help their kids. And this is going to exacerbate the divide, He went house hunting for 2 months, he said. He reckons he got lucky when finding his next property as he stumbled across a bargain deal. In November last year, he nabbed a 3-story terrace house in Dandenong, southwest Melbourne for just $510 grand. A recent property valuation by his bank indicated it was worth around $580. The vendors wanted a quick settlement, according to Mr. Fernando. Although his offer wasn't the highest, he could settle the quickest in just 30 days, so they agreed to his price. For this price, he put forward a 10% deposit with LMI covering the rest. This time around, he also had to pay stamp duty. The 20-year-old has moved his family into the property, who are paying their share of rent to cover the mortgage costs. He plans to move renters in there in the near future. He also plans to keep buying properties. Well, he's definitely adopted the core aspects of Australian culture here. It's easier to get another home. It's easy to use equity from this one, he says. Yep, yeah, he's done it. He's an Aussie now, 100% through and through. There you go. At the beginning of 2023, he plans to use the excess cash to start a hospitality business with his brother. The young man graduated from university in December. Mate, I would just stick to property and aged care. I wouldn't go into hospitality. I mean, okay, but damn. The number of restaurants that get churned over in Melbourne all the time, just the challenges of that sector. I mean, good on him. I mean, this is an encouraging story. And once again, the advantage is, a young man who can work bloody hard, not affected by the lockdowns, and doesn't have to pay any rent or expenses to his parents. And it's paid off. Good on him. A good, encouraging story. But mate, hospitality. What do you reckon, guys? Should he get into hospitality or should he just stick with the property game? You tell me. Anyway, take care and check out this last video about the last person getting into property that I did, because it seems to be a bit of a common thread And property is something that we're all obsessed over. I mean, if you work your ass off, you earn good money, and you've got no expenses, well, you can save a deposit. Take care, guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.